Hi Boss Beauties, welcome back to my channel. I have decided to start a foundation series and I have about this many different foundations in my collection that I choose from on a daily basis. And I'm just going to go over, I'm gonna add a new playlist in my channel's website, and then I'm gonna review every single foundation that I'm willing to share. Some of them I've already spoken about and I have already reviewed, but if I haven't, then I'm going to do it and try to, one, use up all of my foundation. I know it's a lot and I only have one face, but my goal is to get all the value out of what I buy. We are not hoarders on this channel. We are not product junkies to the point that we are wasting our coin. Like, we go to work every day for that coin. We're gonna let it go down the drain. We're gonna throw it in the trash. No. We're gonna get the most use out of it if we want to. Some products are not worth using up. We all know that. But the first foundation is actually gonna be one of the newest that I have recently added. And this is the Iman Luxury Concealing Foundation. And this is what the packaging looks like. It came in a little box. I must have thrown it away because I don't have it anymore. I purchased this foundation from Walgreens, and it retails for $16. Now, saying that you got a foundation from the drugstore for $16 seems a bit expensive, but a lot of drugstore prices are really up there. The foundations from Maybelline and L'Oreal retail for $12. So it's not really out of line saying that you can get a foundation from the drugstore for $16. And then on the flip side, it is a foundation specifically formulated for women with skin of color, not just African American women. And I'll go over the brand and the girl boss that founded it. But I just want to say that it is specifically formulated for us that are not in the target audience for most drugstore foundations. And so if you're gonna have a $4 premium to get that specially made color for you, then I think I'm worth the $4. Do you get what I'm saying? Okay, now on the flip side, because I am unbiased in these reviews, you only get 0.5 fluid ounces for $16. Most foundations like this Dior Star retail with 1 fluid ounce. So you can compare, you know, different fluid ounces to one another. Which, real talk, this is a $32 foundation. Because if you wanted 1 fluid ounce, you would have to double the price. I'm just saying that's pretty steep. You can definitely find some foundations in Sephora for $32. One of them that I'll review later. I drop something in every video. Is the Buxom Show Some Skin Weightless Foundation. I think this retails for $30 in Sephora. And you get 1.5 fluid ounces. So I just want to put it out there that it's called the Luxury Concealing Foundation, and it does come with a luxury price tag. Okay, so about the girl boss behind it. Of course, the model, the mogul, the philanthropist, the businesswoman, Iman, founded this in 1994. And the brand philosophy, which you should always look up the brand philosophy to see if it's a good fit for your beauty philosophy. It says, the brand philosophy holds that women with skin of color represent many races, cultures, and ethnicities. Iman cosmetics are designed for African American, Asian, Latina, and multicultural women with skin tones in a myriad of shades. And it is available widely. You can buy this off Amazon, and it's available in many countries. So I've used this a few times. And I'm going to try it out for you guys today. I have not. You guys, this foundation comes in 3, 6, 8 shades. The lightest shade is Sand 4. So it's Sand 4, and then it's Clay 1, Clay 2, Clay 5. Sand 4, Clay 2, Clay 1, Clay 2, Clay 5. I'm Clay 5. Then there's Earth 1, Earth 2, Earth 3, and Earth 4. A lot of skipping around. So this is what my skin looks like. No makeup or anything. Just does come with a pump. I'm going to take a couple. I'm going to start with one pump. This is what one pump looks like. Oh, my shade, Clay 5. I don't know if I'm Clay 2, 4, or 5. I'm just going to keep it real. I have a damp Real Technique sponge here, and I'm just going to go in. On the website, it gives really no real instructions on the product. It just says put it on your cheek, your forehead, and blend in. So that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna just put it on one side of my face first so you can see. I got Clay 5. I tried to do the match via the app. Now, if you go to the Iman Cosmetics website, it's going to say find your shade. And so I was like, oh, this is wonderful. I'm going to find my shade. So I clicked on the find your shade button. It says get the app off iTunes or Google Play. I go to Google Play. I download the app. The app keeps crashing. It says you can take a picture and they'll upload it to find your shade. Every time I tried to take a picture, the app crashed. Every single time. I probably tried 10 times, the app crashed. So then they allow you to upload a picture from your library. I have this much product left, and you can see the difference. This is my face without makeup. That's what I look like with it. I'm gonna use this other half of a pump on this side. Do you see how orange it is? It is like so orange. It is so orange, guys. It is so orange. Now, what I have learned is that that orangey color really never goes away from me. I looked up a couple other reviews, and a lot of other people said that it was orange for them too. And I feel really bad because I love Iman Cosmetics. I love the stick foundations. The bronzer is one of my holy grail bronzers. And I even love some of the eyeshadows that have come out, that she's come out with. The highlighter, there's like a trio highlighter that I used before. Really like it. I am a fan of Iman Cosmetics. I just want to say that. This foundation, I have not gotten to say I'm a huge fan of yet. One, because it's so orange. Two, because it's supposed to be a foundation and a concealer. It didn't conceal that much. Three, the price point, it's $16 for half an ounce. I'm gonna go in with like half a pump. Okay, it's like half a pump. I'm gonna take this tip of the sponge now and go in where I need more coverage and just blend it in. I wore this to work a few times. And both times I went to one of my girlfriends, another woman of color, and I said, does my skin look orange? She was like, yeah, girl, it look orange. Like every single time. I'll put some more on my cheek here. You see this? This is what it looks like. It is orange, and it always stays orange. Tips for using this if you can find your shade. work quickly. It does tend to dry quickly. Secondly, I do not recommend that you apply this with a brush. I definitely recommend that you apply it with a sponge, a damp sponge, not a dry sponge, but a damp sponge. Definitely work it into the face, blend well. My second favorite method of application is to just use my fingers. It blends really well with my fingers, but you gotta really warm it up because you can use too much of the product if you use your fingers. But this is my favorite way with my Real Technique sponge. And I'm gonna bring it down because it's so orange. Now, it sets pretty quickly and it does give a flawless look on the face, but as you can see, it does not cover everything. It's really not all the way covering. Now, I'm okay with it because I'm not that insecure about my hyperpigmentation like I used to be, but this is what it looks like. I am going to set it. I'm going to take the Laura Mercier setting powder in the shade Medium Deep, the translucent setting powder. Try and get my money's worth out of this. I really bought this Laura Mercier powder just to see how it compared with the CoverGirl one. So I'm going to set this. You don't really need to set it like thoroughly, and just where you think you need it. So around my nose and on my forehead, basically my T-zone is where I'm gonna set this. On my mouth, in the fine line, the laugh lines, and down. I'm gonna put a little where I have hyperpigmentation because this does add a little coverage. And that's about it. Mostly just in the T-zone. I don't want to get oily today. It is summertime here in Houston. Okay, so now I don't really have to wear this all day and come back and let you know how it works because I've worn this so many times. I actually bought this foundation in the month of May. I'm filming this. It's July 15th today. So I know that I don't like the orange coloring. I don't like that the app doesn't work so that I can see what my real shade is. If someone from Iman Cosmetics is watching this, please, what shade do you think I am? I don't know if it's this. The third tip before I get to my ending thoughts is that this shade in the package always looks lighter than how it's gonna come out. It looks much more cool and lighter in the packaging. So don't be dismayed. This is not the shade that's gonna come out. As you can see, when I put it on my hand, it came out extremely warm. So my tips are, this is not for people with extremely dry skin that live in dry climates because it is a very drying foundation. I think over the course of the day, it does, you know, cling to dry patches if you have any. So I would not recommend this to people who are really struggling to get smoother skin, or if you have like horribly dry flaky patches on your skin. This is gonna work for those who have a more smoother skin type. But I do feel like the coverage is really good, but I would not say it is luxury concealing because you could see it did not cover the hyperpigmentation that was left behind. My holy grail for luxury concealing foundation, something that can act as your concealer as well as your foundation, of course, what am I gonna say, is the Hourglass Stick Foundation. It is so full coverage. And I will also say that this Makeup Forever Ultra HD foundation does the job as well. It is great for concealing and also for contouring and everything. So I think that this is an okay foundation, but I do think it's overpriced for the amount of product that you get. Plus, you don't really know your shade. It's always a guessing game because it doesn't really show the true color on the outside compared to what you're really gonna get. I would not repurchase this one. It's not something that I feel like just really has it all together yet. Like the shade range isn't all together yet. The app isn't all together yet. The packaging, because it looks so much lighter than it really is, isn't all together. And hopefully this starts to come out in 1 ounce and they sell it for $16 for the 1 ounce, because $16 for half an ounce is very expensive for this, because you have to do a lot of guessing and it's a little risky. So that's my review on the Iman Luxury Concealing Foundation. Be blessed to be a blessing, Girl Boss Beauties, and I will see you in the next foundation review video. Bye.